1 year ago today, on July 28th, 2024, Mr. Beast, Do You Want a Cookie was posted at 9 a.m. This video was 27 seconds long and it was made on FlipClip. The video was pretty cringe, but despite the low quality throughout, it actually took me a long time to make it. It has since been surpassed in cringe value a few times, but it generally led to gradually less and less cringe videos until we got to today, which is still moderately cringe, but I'm still working on it. The video that you're watching right now is going to be about the past year, but I'll keep it interesting by adding a part at the end about things that also share this birthday, because it's my birthday, by the way, when I post this video. I also have chapters at the bottom, so if you want to skip any part, if it's not interesting, you can do that, but if you want to let me yap, that's also good. Okay, I have to quickly talk about the intro. So I tried my best to synchronize it to the song, which I found on the YouTube audio library, but if you watch that at 2x speed, it actually doesn't sync very well, especially near the end. You might also notice that past this image, it starts going super fast, and if you thought that, you'd be correct, because I just couldn't find any pictures in this time frame, so it stopped being consistent. This picture is from October 2020, and then only 2 pictures later, this is already March 2022. I also don't like this picture, by the way, but I kind of have to use it. It goes really quickly from 2020 to 2024, and the intro doesn't actually have a lot to do with the rest of the video, to be honest, but I just kind of wanted to make it, and I guess it relates to it being my birthday. Over the past year, I've posted 27 videos, which is 28 if you count this one, 29 if you count the one I unlisted, 35 if you count the ones that were always unlisted or private, 36 if you count the test live stream, which is also private, 39 if you count all the drafts, and 49 if you count the ones that were abandoned in their processing. I don't know why you would count those though, and if you check my channel right now, it says 28 videos, so that's what we're counting. My favorite one is probably things you've seen YouTubers use, because it gained me a lot of subscribers, and on April 30th I reached 177 subscribers, and since then it's actually gone down slowly and now it's at 173. I don't know why that happened, but it's not a good sign, especially since I uploaded a video that I think is pretty decent since then, but most people left in the first 10 seconds just because of the corny intro. I would put that as my favorite one, but even though I don't really care about the stats, it still got no engagement, so I prefer something that got almost 3,000 views, since it probably means that I did something right with the video, and that's my goal in the end. My least favorite video, besides the one that I unlisted, is difficult to choose because I cherish all my videos, even if they're bad. There's still a clear winner though, and I'd say 16 Tons Nerd Cover is the worst because it's like super cringe and it's also a singing video. The one I unlisted is also a singing video. I was gonna make singing videos for a while, but then I realized like I don't want to, and I think that was a good decision. I don't like this video and I might unlist it too, but honestly I probably won't. I don't actually have a problem with low effort, low quality videos because they can be good if they're done right. This one was just trying to look like I was putting effort into not putting effort into it, if that makes any sense. It just doesn't sound good. It was posted raw, which means like it lacks editing, and I did a weird thing with my head at the end with the walking bass line that happens at that part in the song. I always did this weird thing where I'd always have my mouth open, and I don't know why. That's not unique to this video, but it's just another thing contributing to it being my worst video. It got a ton of views in the first 24 hours, but they were all probably expecting a good cover of 16 Tons, not some stupid kid singing it bad and weird like a weird person. And even if I meant to sing it bad, it's just bad at being bad by being worse. I feel bad for anyone that watched that video. I'm proud of all my progress and whatever. Next section. My plan for the future is pretty simple. It's just to make better videos. That's literally it. I just want to make them more interesting to a broad audience. I want to learn how to edit faster, and I guess like 500 subscribers by the next anniversary would be good. If I can't get to that, I would even be glad to double the amount of subscribers I have, so like 346 I guess would be my minimum. Below that I would actually be disappointed. If you skipped to this part of the video, then this video will be pretty short for you, because July 28th is actually a pretty random day. Not a lot of stuff happened on this day, but some people that stuck out to me that were born on July 28th are Earl Tupper, Jim Davis, Terry Fox, and Soulja Boy. Earl Tupper is the guy that invented Tupperware, which is obviously a pretty big company, and Jim Davis invented Garfield, which is a pretty big franchise. Now, if you're from USA, you won't know who Terry Fox is, but if you're from Canada, you'll have to learn about him in your curriculum like every year. He tried to run across Canada to raise money for cancer, and then I don't even know who Soulja Boy is, but he's a rapper. I know one of his songs from the chicken nugget videos. And yeah, not a lot of movies were also made on July 28th. I think there are some pretty notable ones still, like the Emoji Movie and Robin Hood Men in Tights, which I think is a pretty funny movie. Alice in Wonderland almost makes this, but July 28th is only when it was released in USA, and it was actually officially released 2 days earlier, so it doesn't count. And then Slumber Party.
It's the worst movie that I have ever known about. I didn't watch the full thing, but I can tell you it is such a bad movie. Like, I'm not even gonna ironically say it was a good movie. Don't even watch it ironically. Stay away from this movie as best as you can.
Peru and Miami were also both established on July 28th. It's a pretty random day, so not a lot of historical events really happen on this day. That's everything that I have for the video, so I guess subscribe and goodbye.